Our planet is approaching the peak of the cycle of cataclysms, which happens every 12,000 years. Every 24,000 years, the cycle is more destructive, and the Earth had already passed through it more than once thanks to the compensatory mechanisms laid down by nature. But now we are threatened with total annihilation. What has changed? Why are these mechanisms no longer working? Ocean. The ocean covers 70% of the Earth's surface and is the regulator of the Earth's weather processes. But why is it unable to cope with its functions today? Cosmic radiation affecting the Earth at the peak of the cycle causes changes in the planet's core and results in the ascent of magma. This, in turn, rapidly heats the ocean from the bottom up, leading to catastrophic consequences. Even today, the frequency and severity of typhoons, tornadoes, and floods have increased. The heating of the ocean kills both phytoplankton, which produces up to 80% of the planet's oxygen, and coral reefs, which protect coastal areas from severe storms. The death of corals contributes to the mass extinction of ocean flora and fauna. It's the result of global climate change. And humans are further accelerating the death of the ocean by polluting it with oil and petroleum products, sewage, chemicals, mercury and other heavy metals, radioactive waste and plastics. Every year, as a result of spills from tank vessels alone, over 10,000 tons of oil get into the world oceans. That's besides 730 million tons of wastewater and about 14 million tons of plastic waste. Today, as much as 88% of the surface of the world oceans is already polluted, and this process keeps escalating steadily, turning the oceans into a toxic solution. In order to neutralize chemical pollution, oxygen is needed. As a result, in areas with high concentrations of pollutants, the oceans not only stop releasing oxygen into the atmosphere, but they also start absorbing it. Forests. Because of climate change, abnormally high temperatures, prolonged dry periods, increased number of lightning strikes, and degassing from the Earth's interior, the number of devastating wildfires is increasing, causing massive forest loss. Meanwhile, we ourselves are cutting down forests at a catastrophic rate. According to UN estimates, 10 million hectares of forests are lost annually as a result of human activity. This further exacerbates the climate crisis. After all, forests have unique properties that can normalize the ecosystem. Forests are a natural barrier to storm winds and hurricanes, reducing their destructive power. Mangrove forests protect coastlines from tsunamis. But more than 30% of this type of forest has already been lost due to human activities. The root system of trees also absorbs moisture and keeps it inside the soil. This is especially important for the planet during the deformation of the Earth's crust, when water escapes deep into the Earth through small cracks and fractures. At the same time, there is an increase in the number of heavy rainfalls. If there is no forest, the arid areas become even drier, and where it rains, the moisture is not absorbed into the ground. Water flows erode the soil and overflow riverbeds, exacerbating landslides and floods. We see examples of this in areas of the Amazon. By our actions, we are exacerbating the destructiveness of natural disasters. Lithosphere. Every second, 128,000 cubic meters of natural gas are pumped out of the Earth's interior. 240 tons of hard coal are mined, and 141,000 liters of oil are extracted. Extraction of minerals, construction of large water reservoirs, technological explosions, and explosions during the testing of new types of weapons create cavities and voids and disrupt the integrity of rock, making it more fragile and prone to cracking, fracturing, and land collapses. These impacts can cause crustal shells to fracture, according to Griffith's model, which states that even microcracks in a material can cause its complete failure under certain stresses. And all this is at a time when, due to cyclic changes, magma pressure on the Earth's crust is increasing. The frequency and strength of earthquakes are increasing, while earth faults and land collapses are growing. Atmosphere. The atmosphere protects all life on the planet from cosmic radiation, saturates the air with vital oxygen, maintains the global water cycle, and keeps the Earth's surface temperatures at a comfortable level. Its ozone layer serves as a filter against ultraviolet radiation from the sun. But due to a cataclysmic cycle of 12,000 years, atmospheric functions are disrupted. The increase in planetary degassing is destroying the ozone layer, and chemical contamination further exacerbates the ongoing processes. According to a study published in the PNAS journal, iodine, which is present in anthropogenic emissions, has a destructive effect on the Earth's ozone layer and slows its regeneration. Short-lived compounds such as dichloromethane also deplete ozone. Fuel combustion in space missions and space debris reduce the protective functions of the atmosphere. Ecology is the immunity of the planet, and defense mechanisms only work when immunity is strong. But we humans have violated the integrity of the ecosystem, and therefore compensatory mechanisms no longer work. In this state, our planet is unable to survive the peak of cataclysms. We need time to restore the ecology, and that's something we don't have. We no longer have time for disagreement, for enmity with each other, or for the consumerist format of society. Because climatic cataclysms are escalating, and we are only a few years away from their peak. If we want to survive, humanity must unite in one common goal: to preserve life. This is only possible in the creative society, where all of our scientific, resource-related, and human potential will be focused on solving the main task. If you care about your destiny and the destiny of our planet, share the information about the creative society. Save the planet. Support the creative society.